How? Just how did Belgium manage to do this? Arguably the biggest threat to Team USA have managed to pull off what seemed to be the impossible to guarantee their spot in the quarterfinals. Before we get on to, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. Thank you guys for 25.7k. Absolutely incredible. But Emma Meesseman, just give her, like, she's the Olympics MVP. I'm sorry, Stewie. You've been unbelievable. Fantastic, perhaps. Emma Meesseman is the MVP. If they win their quarterfinal, which they have a good chance of doing because it's probably going to be against France, she's the MVP. No question. So, if you guys don't know what happened, Belgium, with the way the points difference works, plus minus matters so much. So, China have a plus minus of -1. They had -1. Coming into the game, Belgium were -27. And then Australia, Nigeria, Canada, there's a good chance that this is 3 teams on 2 and 1, so they'd be out anyway. To guarantee their spot in the quarterfinal, not only guarantee it, to mean they probably were going to be in the quarterfinal, Belgium needed to win by 27 points. They won by 27 points. Didn't make it easy for themselves. Went up 30 a couple of times. At the end of the game, they were up 29, and they turned the ball over trying to get the ball past half court. And then hacked Japan to make sure they couldn't hit a 3. But on the point, they got it. I don't think they would have done it by points scored. I think if they had even conceded one more point, they would have. They wouldn't have made it through the group. And also, this is coming off Julie Van Loo having a 2 of 11 game. She hasn't shot well at all these Olympics. 1 of 9 after going, 1 of 11 in their last game. Like, she's 2 of 20. Like, people complain about Caitlin Clark shooting. Man, Julie Van Loo in the Olympics has been awful shooting-wise. She's been good in general, but awful shooting-wise. But Emma Meesseman, 14 of 21 from the field. 11 boards, 4 assists. 13 of 19 from 2. 1 of 2 from 3, and hit her only free throw. I said this, and people call me crazy, saying she's a top 10 player in the world. She was finals MVP. I get it. It was 5 years ago. But she was finals MVP on a team that contained Elena Deladon. One of the greatest ever. And she was the finals MVP. She has been EuroLeague MVP on a team with Breanna Steward and Fee Collier the last 2 years. But, like, you're looking at her best player in the world. Look, the answer to that is no, but it's not that crazy a take. That is how good Emma Meesseman is. That is not crazy a take. That crazy take. Best in the world, like, Belgium, yes. It just shows again, playing with Fenerbahce should play in the WNBA. Like, I think there's no question. She literally lost to just lost to Stewie in age in the last game. Yeah, but she was arguably the best player on the floor. I'm not going to say, like, Stewie was brilliant, but I'm not going to say she was much better than Emma Meesseman. So there's only one negative comment. I think saying she's the best player in the world is just wrong right now because A'ja Wilson and Stewie exist. Sorry about my camera focus issue. I just can't get it to focus. But at the end of the day, you guys aren't here for the camera work. I think you can make the argument she is the 3rd best player in the world. I don't think she is. I think still in general, Sabrina's a better player. But obviously, the Olympics going to look different as a bench player for no reason. But she's unbelievable. Emma Meesseman is what? She's averaging 27 points a game. She's averaging 26 points per game in the Olympics. 26, 6, and 4. 26, 6, and 4. And you might be saying, oh, but like they needed a miracle to get through the group. They faced a Germany team who played like a team possessed with Niara Sabally playing. And Satu hooped. Germany are way better than I gave them credit for. I thought Germany were going to suck. They've historically not been great, and Satu's getting better every game. Satu, that first game against America, genuinely looked like she hadn't picked up a ball in 3 months. She's been so much better. And against America, they ran them close. Like, you're just probably not going to beat USA. But, like, to average these amount of points is nuts. And look at the percentages. She's shooting 70% on twos. Albeit, again, she's only shooting 16% from three. She's shooting 63.6% from the field. 63.6%. And again, like, they nearly blew the game today. But they won it exactly to the amount. What is... Like, she's averaging more points than Satu Sabali, who had a game where she had 33. I want to see what percentage Stewie and AJ are shooting. I think Stewie's something similar. Stewie's shooting 65% in field. Yeah, Stewie is... Look, they win, Stewie's going to get MVP for the tournament. 57% for Asia. Stewie's going to be MVP. People are being like, no, Asia's the MVP. Asia's the MVP. No, she's not. Like, again, things could change. Things really could change. But at this point right now, it's Stewie, if you're talking about DBUSA, by quite a bit. But you're seeing her. She's the first player to ever score more than 20 points in 6 consecutive Olympic games. She was the leading scorer in the last Olympics. Said about even higher, not just averaging 20 in every game, but twisting the dial higher to more than 24 points in every outing. She has had... Wait, what? Oh, she was the first player, and now she's gone to 7. She scored over 24 points in her last 7 games. Or is that just these Olympics? This is confirmed she hit the 24 points. She'd end up with 30 points. Crazy. No. In her last 7 Olympic games, she has scored over 24 points. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy from one of the best players in the world. Belgium pulled off the miracle. They absolutely pulled off the miracle. But they were led by who has probably been second best player in these Olympics. I'll give it to Stewie. Stewie's been the best player at these Olympics. But she's probably been the second best player. And that's saying something. That's saying something when you are second best and number 1 is Breanna Steward. So anyway, that is the video. What a freaking win for Belgium. They needed to win by 27. They won by 27. And this, by the way, is a Japan team who beat them in the last Olympics. This is a Japanese team that people thought were going to be decent. And no, Meesseman with 30 points against them gets a double-double, which apparently is the biggest deal in the world according to female or like WNBA fans, and has shown at worst she's a top 10 player in the world these Olympics. At best, I think you can go as high as 3. I don't think you can go to 1. You definitely can't go to 1. But I think at worst, you go to 10. At best, you go to 3. And she's probably somewhere in that stretch right there. Whatever team, she's an unrestricted free agent. If she's willing to come back to WNBA after Olympics, like she didn't go to the W to focus on the Olympics, she's willing to go in after the Olympics. Because I know, as far as I'm aware, Gabby Williams is probably going to come back. If Meesseman will come back, if she goes to a borderline contender, they instantly become contenders. If she goes to a contender, they instantly become favorites. And if she goes to a fringe playoff team, they instantly become borderline contenders. That's how good she is as a player.